My wardrobe's irritating me. Why am I shouting? Stop shouting. Is that even filming me? Probably not. Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. I hope you've all had an amazing week. Today I am filming a budgeting 101, I think that's what I'm going to call it. I'm going to tell you like my tips for budgeting as a student, and I've also made a template for you guys to use to help you like organise all your money and help you budget a little bit better. So hopefully, fingers crossed, if it works, you'll be able to download that and use it to help you budget your money a lot better while at uni. I just want to say I understand that everyone's circumstances are different, and with student loans I personally find them quite unfair, because the way I look at it, even if you do get like a small student loan, because your parents are high earners, your parents might still not be in that position to like help you out while you're at uni, and I understand that that's really unfair. I'm just like making this video as a generic to try and like help people out with like looking after their money whilst at uni. So yeah, at the minute I am feeling quite on top of my money. I've been able to put some away into savings and get on top of like everything that I'm spending, so I know where all my money's going. So I just want to help other people be able to do that, so that you're not left wondering where the hell all your student loan has gone. I'm just going to give you like a few tips, my like top tips on saving money and budgeting your money while at uni. Right. So my first tip is, if you're going to work out how much money your food shop costs each week, which you can easily work out like if you just give yourself 3 weeks and see, say like 1 week you spent £20, 1 week you spent £27 and 1 week you spent £33. They're kind of like all around the same price, so you can kind of work out how much money you need to spend on your food shop each week. Once you've worked that out, I'd always suggest going to the higher end. So say you've spent £20, £27 and £30, I'd always suggest giving yourself maybe like £35 if it's possible a week for your food, because you don't know, like say like different, if you do shop at different supermarkets, like Asda might be cheaper than Tesco, Lidl's going to be cheaper than Asda. So that's one reason why I'd say give yourself a little bit more than you think you need for your food shop. Another one being, you don't know what you're going to be buying each week. I tend to buy similar things each week, so like my shop does kind of work out the same, but one day you might go for your food shop and you might just think, I really want that big tub of Ben & Jerry's ice cream. I've had a day at uni and I just really want that ice cream, and there's £3 or £4 gone. How much is Ben & Jerry's? Probably more than that, £5 gone. Do you know what I mean? So it's always best to give yourself that little bit extra just in case things like that do happen. So that's my first tip. My second tip, again, is about your food shop. You don't need to get the branded stuff. Obviously, if it's on offer, treat yourself, get it. But you don't need it. It's so much more expensive. I'm not gonna lie, there are certain branded things that I will always buy. I'll always get Hellmann's mayonnaise because I can't stand the own brand mayonnaise. But like when it comes to stuff like rice or pasta, I don't even know if you can get branded ones with them. I feel like you definitely can. Or like pasta sauces, or what else? Baked beans. To be honest, Heinz baked beans are banging. I'm just contradicting myself here. But certain branded things you don't need to get. And you're probably going to save a hell of a lot of money if you just get like the Tesco's own brand, or wherever you do your food shop's own brand. And I'm not going to lie, they're all made in the same place, majority of the time. So you're probably just better off getting the cheap one, because it will save you money. That is my second tip. My third tip would be to get another card, like debit card. When I show you the template that I've made at the end, I'll show you how to do this, but I've got a weekly spend that I'm allowed to spend each week. Obviously it's a weekly spend, oh god. And I put that weekly spend, take it out of my student account and put it into my Monzo account, and then I only ever spend that money on the Monzo card, if that makes sense, so that I'm not spending more than I'm allowed to. I'd also really recommend Monzo because it's really easy to use, and I just think it's great, and it's really easy to like set up and everything. so I'd really recommend getting one of them, just so you can like keep tabs on your money a bit better and you're not going to overspend from your weekly spend. Right, my next tip is to do with going out on nights out, which obviously I know we can't do at the minute, but fingers crossed one day we'll be able to, because I really do need a night out. But yeah, when going on nights out at uni, I'd recommend, you can do this on Monzo, promise this video is not sponsored, I'd recommend putting like a certain amount of money into like a pot, so like separate from everything else, so that when you're going out you're not going to go and spend £100–200 because you're drunk. Like when you're drunk you feel like you just kind of lose your sense a little bit. So I'd recommend putting like a certain amount of money into a pot so that you only spend that money and you don't go spending way more than you need to on your nights out. Right, my next tip is to discipline yourself. I know that'll probably sound really boring, but I wish I'd done it, and I don't want other people to feel the way I did when they were like, where the hell is all my money gone? But before you're going to spend loads of money on something, just think, do I really need it? Can it wait till I've got a little bit more money? So yeah, just have like that discipline with yourself and think, do I really need it? Do I really need to spend this money? Am I going to regret spending it? Ask yourself them questions in your head before you go and spend money. I promise that you'll probably stop yourself from spending money that you don't actually need to spend. And my last little tip, obviously I know that not everyone can do this, depends on the circumstances, but say you've got that weekly spend amount and you only spend half of it on 1 week, like I don't know, maybe you've not had to spend as much, maybe you haven't done as much, that leftover money I recommend not using it, like not carrying it over to the next week, but taking it out of your weekly spend account and putting it into a savings account, because then you're saving without really knowing that you're saving. So like for example, say that your weekly spend amount is £50 and you've only spent 20 of it, you've got £30 left, you might as well transfer that back over to a savings account and just keep it in there. You could have spent it anywhere, so you don't really realise that you're saving it. I don't know if that makes sense. That made sense in my head and it probably didn't make sense out loud, but I'm hoping that it did. And they are like my top kind of tips for budgeting. If I think of any more, then I will write them in the description of this video, but I think that that is my top tips. Right, the laptop's out, we're getting serious now. I'm just going to talk you through this budgeting template that I've made just to help you understand it a little bit better, and then if you want to use it you can download it. Fingers crossed, like I said, if it works I'll put the link in the description and you'll be able to like fill it out yourself. First, when you first see it, it probably might look a little bit confusing, but we've just got student budgeting and then semester. So where it says semester, I'm just going to put like semester 1, semester 2, semester 3, because I like to budget in semesters. I feel like it just breaks it down and makes it a little bit easier. And then you've got total income, so this is where you would put the amount of student loan you're getting for that semester, and then any extra income, say if you've got a part-time job you'd add that on top of it, and then you just put the complete total income that you will get for that semester. And then you've got your outgoings, so with rent you'd work out how much rent you were paying that semester. Say if that semester, how many times do I want to say semester? Say that semester was September, October, November, December, that's 4 months, so you need to work out 4 months of rent and then you'd put that in there. And then again the same with bills, 4 months of bills, work that out and put it in there. And then you want to work out how much money you're spending on your weekly shop each week, then obviously work out how many weeks are in that semester, and then add that all together, and then you'll have how much money you need to save for your weekly shop for that semester. And then they're just like the 3 basic ones that I just know that everyone will probably need to pay for. And then under that you've got like your own personal ones, and then at the bottom I've got a little savings box. I've said that it is optional because obviously I know that not everyone will have enough money to put any into savings, but then again if you can do that then you can work out how much money you are able to put into your savings and then pop that in there. And then what you want to do is take all of these, I feel like I'm not really explaining this very well. Then what you want to do is take all of these away from your total income, and then you will get your like remaining amount of money. And that remaining amount of money is for like things that aren't necessary, like they're not necessities, right? And then on page 2, total remaining for semester, that is where you will put your remaining amount of money, and then you want to put that in and then divide that by how many months are in that semester, and then that will give you your monthly spend. and then you can just keep it at that if that's how you're going to find it easier. But I like to put it into my weekly spend, and then like I said, I'll transfer it into a separate account for that week. So then you take your monthly spend, divide that by 4 weeks, obviously 4 weeks in a month, and then you've got your weekly spend, and then that is how much money you've got extra for that week, like after all your necessities. I hope that makes sense, and I hope that that will be helpful to people, because then it will just help you be able to like see where all your money's going, and then it will give you your leftover amount. But yeah, that is all from me today. I hope this video is able to help at least one person look after their money a little bit better whilst at uni, and I hope that you find the template that I've made really helpful as well. Thank you for watching, everyone. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that you get notified every time I upload. Thank you for watching. I will see you in my next one. Bye.